Okay, well, thank you very much, Swag. Thank you, Buffalo Wild Wings, as our friends on Univision would say, Buffalo Wild Wings, aras, cerveza, deportes. So it is great to be here. My name is Pete. This is the best day of my life. I'm excited because fantasy football is coming to an end. 38 million Americans will be filled with despair at the end of Sunday's game, and that makes me feel great. Because I think fantasy football makes Facebook like an incredibly productive use of your time. So the reason I don't like it, I'm a huge Dallas Cowboys fan, like Swag, and the thing is, once they lose, which is fairly common, I am not going to suddenly put on a party hat and sit bare-assed on a copy machine because Des Bryant scored a couple of points for a team that doesn't exist. Also, I think it's deliciously ironic that the very same people who once tormented the Dungeons and Dragons crowd like myself now have become the National Football League's very own dungeon masters, but instead of using like wizards and warlocks and stuff, they're now using fullbacks and tight ends. Congratulations on becoming everything you detest. And finally, I also just don't like the name fantasy football because I've never engaged in a fantasy that began in my basement with a bunch of other guys, all of whom are wearing jerseys and sweatpants. If I want to be surrounded by that much sausage, I will just go to Otto's German Deli. Fantasy football to me would be me playing football with the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. That'd be a fantasy football situation, two-hand touch above the waist, shirts versus skins, and I'm designated all-time pass rusher. And just for fun, let's have the field be covered in banana pudding. That, my friends, is fantasy football. I'm Pete Young. Thank you all very much.
All right, Pete.